Okay, hello, beautiful people of the internet. It is me, Serendipity, and today we are here for a reading of: is your social media gonna pop off? Will it be successful? Will you go viral? Will you be famous? You know, we don't really know. But the automatic theme of this reading is your social media gonna grow and grow significantly? There's no time frame. It's just, is it gonna happen? And some tips on how you can make it happen faster. Just some advice for you, just getting into that. And this is my second time filming this reading. Oh my gosh, this is my second time filming this reading. So literally the camera cut off. So I already did pile 1 and half of pile 2, and then everything broke. And you already know everything is broken. So all the cards are still the same, but I'm just going to be rechanneling the messages. So I'm really already aware of pile number 1. I'm not too aware of pile 2 because I only got through the first few cards. So yeah, so just letting you know, that's kind of the energy of what's happened. I literally had left and went on vacation. Maybe I just need to, rechannel my energy. I was on the beach. I charged some of my crystals, things of that nature. So I'm so excited for this reading. Welcome back if you're a returning lucky charm. Hey y'all, and if you're new, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If this reading resonates, I really appreciate it, as I'm still a growing channel. I am still growing this. I don't even like to call it a business, my practice. I'm still growing in my practice. The more clientele I have, the more readings I do, the better I become. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But anyways, we have 3 different piles today. Pile number 1 is a lapis lazuli. Pile 2 is a turquoise egg. And pile number 3 is an amethyst cluster. I would hold them up, but this one shakes a lot, so I don't feel like moving it. But anyways, yes, I am going to light the candle, light the incense, and get ready for your piles. So you guys can pick your piles now, and I will see you in a second. All right, hello collective. Pile number 1, if you pick this lapis lazuli crystal, this is your reading for: will your social media be successful? Will it pop off? Are you going to go viral? We're going to really tap into social media. I want to just do a disclaimer. This is not just for influencers. Yes, there's obviously influencer in mind, but this is for anyone who's trying to grow any social media platform. That means if you are in marketing, if you are managing a brand, so like you are just the person managing a brand, is that brand social media that you're managing going to grow? Just overall, and this could be any social media. It could be Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I don't know what other social medias are out there, but any social medias out there, whatever your platform is, we're going to really tap into: is it going to grow? Is it going to pop off? Will it be successful? And if you already heard at the beginning of the reading that this is my second time filming this, so I finished your pile. So your pile was already finished, so I'm redoing your pile from the first time. But as you know, with spirit, everything happens for a reason. There's a reason that I was meant to rechannel these messages. There's a reason that it messed up. So let's get started. And please remember to like this video right now. Please comment and subscribe, especially if it resonates. It really helps the channel. It helps me understand that the readings are resonating with you guys. Okay, let's get started. So, funny enough, for your reading, you did not get an angel card. Well, this is not actually angels. This is a deck that I got from my friend who is Puerto Rican, so maybe you're Puerto Rican. But your cards, I did jumping cards for it. And the 2 cards that came out aren't real cards. They're just like the beginning cards. They're like that explains to you what to do, how to use the deck, things of that nature. So, and the immediate message I got with that was, you weren't supposed to get it because I think, I'm going to tell you the answer already because, again, I already know the cards. You are going to become successful, but it's very stipulation. I want to just immediately tell you because, again, I already read the card, so I can kind of give you a little bit of some information before we get into it. Your social media is 100% going to become successful, but you guys are not the pile of random viral success. No, you guys are the pile of strategic success. You guys will have strategic social media growth. Like, you guys are very intellectual. You know, we'll get more into that with the cards, but how it related to your message with not getting in messages is you're doing something that hasn't been done before. I picked that up at the beginning and the cards confirmed it. You're doing something that has not been created before. You're creating something that is new. So there is no advice because it hasn't been done before. You are the blueprint. You are making it. So this means new TikTok trends. You're making a new trend. You're doing it a new way. You're going to become successful by your creativity, making new things, building something new. And that's why you didn't really get the beginning angel messages. I'm hearing you really, really couldn't. This is more intuitive. I'm channeling a lot with your pile, considering I already kind of channeled the cards. So I'm re-channeling messages. So it's interesting. Also the incense went out. 1 second, y'all. We got a light up. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. So, but what was I saying? But yeah, so you guys didn't have that because these cards were kind of more intended for just some extra advice from your angels. Oh my God, 1 second. Come on, incense. We're back. Child, chaos. But I was trying to blow it. It's fine. But the reason you didn't get that message was so purposeful because, again, I did jumping cards. And they were in 2 separate sections. And the only 2 cards that popped out were the cards that didn't even have messages on them. So that's a message in itself. That, I can't really tell you what to do. I can't. But I can tell you more about your success and how it can help you because there's a lot of advice in there for that. So let's get into your cards now. So we have your angel card. This is the angel's name. I'm not even going to try and read it. The cards are in Spanish, but I will read it to you in English. So the 3 words on it are construct, transform, and create. Oh, shoot. I don't think that word's construct. And I forgot to write it down. Child, I did that in your pile last time, too, and I still forgot to write it down. But here, I'm about to get the word. 1 second. Let's go to Google Translate. But no, I know the other words are transform and create. And while I'm getting the other word up, let me read to you what the card means. So it says, this angel helps us create a sacred outdoor space, which we will use to meditate and empower or even transform lives by their fruits. You will know them. Let's share this philosophy with others by sowing the seeds of happiness. And yes, it says intro card, no message yet. I'll read it one. Yeah, will help us create a sacred outdoor space, which we will use to meditate and empower or even transform lives. By their fruits, you will know them. Let's share the philosophy with others by growing the seeds of happiness. So, again, this angel was giving me that one, you need to have a separate office. That was so clear of a message that I got with your social media growth. Again, this feels a lot of marketing people. This feels much like you are controlling other people's social media. You could also just be your brand, your own business. You're asking about your own brand. Your brand could be you. You could still be an influencer, but intuitively, I think a lot of people that are picking these pile, it may not be your personal social media. It may be you are in charge of social media of other people. So regardless, again, you could still be an influencer and you're just controlling your brand. This is telling me that you need an outdoor space or just something separate from your home. You cannot create what you're going to create in your home. So first point of how you can become more successful, how you can grow your social media faster, get a sacred space, create a sacred space. Literally build an office outside, build a shed if you have a house. If you're in an apartment and you cannot, you can't find extra space, you can afford to rent an office, make a designated space in your house, in your apartment for your work. That is very, 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 very essential for your work. Doing the work where you sleep is not going to give you the creativity that you need to create this new thing. Because again, a lot of your success, what you're going to be with, especially your social media growth and social media success, it's going to come from meditation. It's going to come from being calm, being connected to the divine, being connected to your angels, being connected to the ether, God, really tapping into that, unknowing space. And again, that is why you didn't get a message. That message was specifically telling me that it hasn't been done before. So I can't tell you what to do because I don't know what to do. That's not my thing to create, but me as your tarot reader here today, I am here to tell you that you will, I'm like, girl, you will create it. It's part of your destiny. I'm hearing it's genuinely a part of your destiny to be like social media, especially with the social media famous. Social media, again, if not you, your brand, to grow the brand, to elevate. But it's going to come from work. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to come from transforming. And it's also literally with the message is, let's share this philosophy with others by sowing the seeds of happiness. That gives me that you're going to help a lot of people. Whatever you're doing is going to bring happiness to a lot of people. Okay, let me go to Google Translate so I can get that last word. Google Translate, Spanish to English. Okay, the word is... There was just one word I just couldn't see. Why should be still construct, and I'm just dumb. But I rather just make sure. And again, sorry, y'all. I try not to talk too much. Build. So, yeah, it wasn't construct. It was build. Again, building something new. Okay, that makes sense. So, build, transform, create. Those are your three. All right, now let's get into your tarot. So, again, because I'm pulling them again, they may not be in the same order, but these were all the cards that came out from before. So, we have the Knight of Wands. Queen of Swords, yeah, that was that intelligence. Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, yeah, I'm remembering this, and the King of Cups. Okay. So, what was I saying before? It's going to come from passion. With the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands, that is like a new motivation for like a project. What's going to make your social media grow, what's going to make it pop off is genuinely being excited. You have to be happy. Again, that was also in your angel message too. You have to be happy. You have to be excited. And this is telling me that you are going to get a rush of creative inspiration. I just heard you're going to get a rush of creative inspiration within the next month or two. I'm hearing within the next month or two, you're going to start getting that rush. But that rush is also going to come from not doing it in your house, specifically like where you where you sleep. You know, you may have to just move locations. You know, that's what happened to me. I'm not sure if I said this in another reading or if it was this reading, but what made me start posting videos again, as you can probably see on my channel, my videos are far and in between. And it's not because I don't like doing tarot. It's not because I don't want this to be my path. It's because I wasn't motivated, and I also wasn't doing the work behind the scenes. But the thing that helped me was moving from doing the readings in my bedroom to doing them in the living room. And again, you know, it's not like a sacred space. It's still out in the open, but that's what I personally needed. I needed to bring it away. And, you know, another thing that pushed me to bring it away was my computer breaking, and that forced me to do it in the living room. You know what I mean? So it feels the same. It feels like wherever you're currently doing your work, unless you've already moved space, bro, some of you're already ahead of the game. You know what I mean? You're already ahead of the game. You already have found an office. You're already building a sacred space outside. That message is also giving me to connect with the outdoors, you know, hug a tree. Maybe you guys were pile 3 in my last reading. You know, gives me hug a tree, gives me be outside, meditate, journal, things of that nature. With this Queen of Swords and 10 of Pentacles, that was giving me intelligence. It's strategic. You're not going viral randomly. You're going viral strategically. It's like planned viralness. I don't know that word, but like you're planning your social media success, and it's going to lead to long lasting. This talks about generational wealth. This talks about like stability. You're not really gonna have to work again. I'm getting once your social media pops off, you really won't have to do anything else. If you don't want to, I heard, you know, you may step away from it. Maybe that's, you know, you do your project, you do your passion project. Again, this gives passion project for sure. You do your passion project and then you dip. So that could be an energy there. Oh, yeah, signs. I forgot signs. Signs I'm getting are Gemini, Aquarius, Virgos, Tauruses. Oh, yeah, I forgot the signs are also here, too. So, yeah, I said those signs. And then what other signs are here? Cancers. And, yeah, I said Virgos. Oh, yes, I said most of them. But, yeah, so then just some additional signs. Cancers. And then, yeah. Okay. And I heard it's intuitive Pisces as well. But those don't have to be your signs. That's just confirmation for some, if that helps. Whew, okay, sorry. The messages are coming too quickly, so I'm trying to make sure I can get them out. Next thing, 3 of Cups and the King of Cups. That gives me like emotional fulfillment as well as just someone that's going to bring you fun. 3 of Cups talks about more people. So maybe even like a creative group. I heard like a sacred circle as well, like having a circle, a creative group to help you build the social media. Again, even if you're an influencer, and it is your brand, it is your thing, asking your friends, asking your family for advice, like different things to post, getting inspiration from people you care about, people you trust, people who you know are looking out in your best interest. That could really help you. Make people who make you feel emotionally safe with that King of Cups, because sometimes the King of Cups can like withhold emotion sometimes, and it's telling you not to do that. It's telling you to let your emotions overflow. That's where creativity is in your emotion, in your sacral chakra. So to tap back into that. And but again, a lot of it's giving strategic success, and that's why I was really getting like people who manage social media, people who went to school for this, people who learned the game. I just heard people who have learned the game. Oh, you guys were the pile. I didn't know if it was pile 1 or 2, but it was giving, if you went to Kai Cenat's like streaming university, it's something like that. Like you literally went to school for social media. You went to school for marketing. You learned it. And you're being called to use what you've learned. You're being called to use your skills. And it will, long-term success. It will become successful. And yes, and if you are from Kai Cenat's streaming university, please tell him if he needs a tarot reader for the stream. I am here. Hey, girl. But what's it called? But no, it really gives that, because I was getting something like that. Like, it doesn't have to be a traditional school, but it gives me, you were trained for this. It just gives me training. Okay. Let's get into your next card. So we have Wheel of Fortune, divine timing, period. And it's also, again, that like it was meant for you. Knight of Wands, that's that work energy. And the Page of Cups, yeah. Okay. So let me look at these again. Alrighty. So what are they thinking? Okay, so we have Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Wands, and Page of Cups. So I'm going to start with the 9 of Wands, because I got to be like, you cannot give up. And then coming over the Queen of Swords and 10 of Pentacles, it's not going to be easy. That's why I was like, it does not give random virality. Like you're just going to post a video, it's going to get it like a random million views. It gives you are going to work for that million views. It gives you're going to work for, and you can't give up. Because the 9 of Wands talks about like, persevere. I'm getting called to definitely rate the 9 of Wands in a career sense. So here, let me grab that. So here's what it says. It says, continue to persist in pursuit of your goals. This current cycle of conflict is coming to an end, so do not give up. It's time to take the final steps towards finishing a project or wrapping up a long-term endeavor. Pull from your energetic reserves to finish strong, and your hard work will pay off. Again, it will, girly. I promise you it will. Especially if you've been working on social media. I'm hearing years. I'm hearing people have probably been doing this for years. Like if you've been working on your social media for years and it just still hasn't gotten to the levels as you think it should be, it will. But you just have to use your brain. You have to use your schooling. If you didn't go to school, YouTube University. I really just heard YouTube University. Start researching how to go viral. Start researching what people who know what they're doing have done before you. Sorry, I dropped my ring, so I'm about to try and grab it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. But yeah, no, you need to. Oh my God. Oh, child. It's so hard because I used to be able to pause so quickly. Give me a second. I'm going to pause and grab my ring. I am back. Okay. So, what was I saying? But yes, it gives like you just need to go to YouTube University, learn, grow. This Page of Cups gives me offering. Someone's going to offer you help. You will get help, I'm hearing as well. That's what that community circle maybe I was getting. You could definitely get some help to help you. But ultimately, I'm hearing, but ultimately, it is up to you to continue showing up. I just heard showing up for yourself. The Wheel of Fortune over that Knight of Wands and Ace of Wands gives me, again, that's that divine. You're about to get 1 to 2 months. I'm hearing 1 to 2 months within. Like, it's not going to be after 2 months. It's going to be within this 1 to 2 months. You're going to get, like, some divine, just, like, drive. I'm hearing just, like, drive to go, drive to create. You're going to start getting ideas. You're going to start getting so many ideas, and then you're going to start doing them. And maybe it comes from that sacred space with your angel card. But even if it doesn't come from the sacred space, I'm getting it regardless. It gets just divine timing. It's meant to happen, so it will happen. And, oh yeah, Page of Cups. I was feeling the need to read the Page of Cups, so let me go there. So it says, And exciting new opportunities on the horizon. Take it slow. Put yourself out there in a way that feels emotionally satisfying. Your finances are improving and becoming more confident at work. Even if you feel less like a novice at some times, relish in the moments that make you feel like a beginner, enjoying the incredible lightness that comes with it. So yes, you could be new. That's what I was getting school. So maybe you're new to social media. For some people, I was getting years, like you've been working for a long time. For other people who you haven't been working years, you are now you're new. You've just graduated. You just got this new job, this new marketing job. And you're like, oh shoot, am I gonna like ruin this person's social media? Or like you know, or even like you just became an influencer. Like you just made your accounts and it didn't go instantly viral and you're like ready to give up. It gives the energy of like, enjoy the process. Long-term success, it's not going to happen. And there's a message there of it will not happen instantly, but it will happen. So take your time. Enjoy the feeling of the process. Enjoy the feeling of growth. You know, something that's really happening to me is like, my channel hasn't grown. Like I heard that, girl. That's such a lie. Okay, so my channel did grow probably significantly faster than other people's channels, especially tarot channels. But you know, that's just because of my spirit and things I've been through, and I know how much work I know how much work I put in before I even made the channel. So it's like you may not get so much success at first, but something for me that's made it even more rewarding is knowing that it has been slow. You know, I didn't go viral instantly, because imagine if I would have gotten like all the subscribers, the brand deals and stuff, and I still burnt out. Like I would have been pissed. Like I would have been so mad. You don't want to get instant virality and not be ready for it, because that 10 of Pentacles is telling me like this is something you could make your career if you wanted to. If you want to be an influencer, if you want to run a business social media, marketing social media, or you know, you just like the internet and you just want to do this for fun, you know, it could still be something that will be emotionally fulfilling. So to take your time, enjoy being new to the world, enjoy the process. Yes, okay, let's keep going. Two of Cups, yup. Two of Cups gives me, again, this is something that's meant for you. This is something that you're meant to do. King of Wands is that confidence. Okay, so this is telling me that another thing of how to gain more success on social media, you know, have it pop off, is your confidence. Especially if you're an influencer. This is more of a message for the influencer specifically. If you are an influencer, you need to get confident. You cannot be insecure. You cannot be insecure, especially if you're an influencer. You're the face. You're the face of the brand type energy. Or again, if you are the face of a brand, I don't even think I mentioned that at the beginning. If you're the face of a brand, and maybe you're not running the social media, but you know you are the face of it. It gives me like I heard Maybelline. It gives me like Maybelline, like you're gonna be like the new face of Maybelline or something like that. And you're like nervous. You're like, okay, is it gonna be successful? Am I gonna like ruin the brand? Is it gonna go down? It just gives confidence. Two of Cups to me, like this is something like a soulmate energy, like but like a soul job, you know? It's you're like so connected to this job, to this thing that you're doing. And the King of Wands to me, you have to be confident. You have to be confident in yourself. You have to be confident in what you're doing. You cannot let fears of the past. I heard you cannot let fears. You can't let past letdowns, past rejections just like affect your life. Because this is telling me that like in May, because I know your last card. Let's just pull the last card. I know your last card was the Ten of Swords. That's like you need a death. And the bottom deck was the Knight of Cups. Bottom deck is the Knight of Cups. But, and oh yeah, Empress. I didn't see the Empress. Empress right under that's more creativity. More creativity, girlies. But that Ten of Swords being your last card, I remember that and I was just like, this is like death to the old you. It's like literally death to the old you. You can't be nervous. You cannot be nervous. You can't be scared. You have to post. You have to keep going. And you need to really let go. I'm just hearing like I'm hearing rejections, especially like again, if you are the brand, if you are the influencer, you cannot let past rejections of like companies or just partnerships that didn't work out like make you just go down, like make you feel down. You have to let that go, especially because you're creating something new. Your main message at the beginning and overall is you're creating something that hasn't been done before. Creating something that hasn't been done before is very, very scary. It is. But you have a lot of support of your angels, your guides. You're being called to create something that hasn't been done before. So that definitely gives trends, that gives just new merchandise. I heard new merchandise, trends, new ways of even interacting with social media. I'm really feeling like new ways of interacting with social media. I don't really know what that means. Maybe you do, but like new strategies. You know, you're creating something that hasn't been done before and it's going to work. You know, it's going to work. So you can't be scared. You have to like let that part of you die. You know, you have to let the fear die. You know, you have to let that go and trust that all of this intuition, all of these drives, you know, your sudden motivation for creating is a good thing. Okay. I'm going to stop it there, collective pile ones, because my channeling just, I don't know, like, it's like the phone. The phone and the phone's done. So I'm going to stop your reading there, collective pile ones. Please, please, please like, comment, and subscribe if this reading resonated or helped you in any way. I really appreciate it. Also, I don't know if I put my website on the beginning, but it probably was. So if you would like a personal reading, it's linked down below. Check out my website, and I'm going to stop talking. Alrighty, y'all. Have a blessed and beautiful high vibrational day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. All right, teas. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. It is me, Serendipity, and today, girl, not me starting your pile. I'm on autopilot, clearly. But this is your pile number 2. This is your reading. If you had picked the turquoise egg. 4, is your social media going to pop off? Will it be successful? And all that good jazz. Reminder, please, to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. My website should be on the screen. And I'm going to start. I'm yapping. We're going to stop yapping, and we're going to channel your messages. Okay, so as you know, I filmed this reading literally 2 days ago. Everything broke as usual. So I'm refilming your pile with the same cards, because for your pile, I didn't even get into the reading. I picked up the first couple cards and everything broke. So we're going to get into it. So you guys actually are the only pile that had 2 angels, but you guys got 1 advice card. So I'm going to start with that and your 2 angels. So your advice card says, where is your advice card? Where is it? Oh, Goddess of Procreation. Here it is. It's in Spanish. If you know Spanish, you can read. If not, I will read it for you. So it says, Goddess of Procreation, you live in a holographic universe, and what you do to others, you do to yourself. In other words, whoever you fight is whoever you fight is a shadow aspect of yourself, one you haven't accepted. Make love, not war, with both facets and those you find less attractive. With the heavens on your side, you will be rewarded with abundant blessings. So I'm just going to give you a hint before I even read your angels. Your answer is yes. Will your social media pop off? Yes. You guys were the most clearest yes of all the piles. Like clear yes. And you're going to see once we read your angel cards. And this is going to give you more information on how to manage your success. I'm going to be real with you. I'm hearing you say it now. Okay, so I'm going to be real with you guys. You guys were the pile of like fame, virality. Like you guys are going to be known amongst the media world. And this reading is not only a confirmation of it, but it's going to give you how it's going to happen and some advice. So, because this card was some advice. We're going to channel it in a second, but I'm hearing do the angels first. So and also the green. You had so much green. So like the 2 green angels, that gives me 1 money, abundance. You had the abundance message in here, and I'm going to read you these 2. Okay. So let's start with the Barquiel. That's this one here. Again, if you know Spanish, you can look at the card. If not, I'm just going to read it. It says, new adventures, decisions, risk, and trust. It says, helps weigh the risk in our private life or work, as well as financial planning, completion of projects, advices of not too many risks. Even with passion, look before you leap. And I'm going to read the other one. The other one says, Zadikiel, memory, abundance, and kindness. Brings us abundance, reminding us that it is also important to have wisdom and kindness and use them with love. Tells us by adding the experience to knowledge, we acquire wisdom. So, with your advice card and your 2 angel cards, you guys are going to go viral. You guys are not even just viral, like you guys are going to probably become famous, or you could be famous already. Maybe you're just clicking on this reading to see confirmations of like, am I going to stay famous? Is it going to grow more? Yes. You know, the answer is yes regardless. So you guys, this could be the pile of you already have internet fame. You already are famous on social media. You already have clout, or you will. Or you will. And it's such a warning of fame ain't everything that is cracked up to be. You know, virality, making this your career is not everything it's cracked up to be. And it's giving you an energy of you have to be kind. You cannot be one of those social media people that talks ish on people. I'm here. You can't. Because you're going to have a lot of influencer. Like, maybe you are going to be an influencer, but you're going to have a lot of influencing the masses, influencing the public. And you have to take that responsibility seriously, because again, you had two messages. This message was about kindness, and one of the angels was also about kindness, and one of them was also about financial planning, being careful not to take too many risks. Why is this like down more? There we go. But yeah, being careful not to take too many risks. To not only be careful with your money, it's just, there's a lot of warnings here. There's like definitely, it's a huge yes, but there's a lot of warnings of like, you're going to influence people, so to take that influence responsibly, you know, look before you leap. Yeah, like completion of projects, making sure, I'm hearing following through with your word. You know, don't just say you're going to do things and not do them, because people are going to be people want to expect you to show up. You know what I mean? People are going to expect you to show up. This is the pile. I could say you could go randomly viral in terms of, because pile one was definitely not a randomly viral. It was still like a success in social media, but it was not random virality. You guys could give me random virality for sure. For some of y'all, some of you guys, it may be a little bit more strategic, you know, take what resonates. But for some of you guys, it definitely gives, you know, you just have a video pop off, a couple videos pop off. And I'm not sure if you're like focusing on a specific social media I'm giving. You should definitely focus on one social media, but regardless, I think it's going to be across platforms. It really feels fame. Like, I keep saying that, but it feels like it. The green feels like it. Your messages feel like that, and it just feels like responsibility, to be honest. Like, it's positive, but there's so much like a weight. There's like a weight on your shoulders of like, oh my gosh, like I really have to do this now. I have to go to these events. I have to go to these influencer mingles. I have to post videos all the time. You know, I have my audience waiting for me. You know, I'm an inspiration to people. You know, I gotta make sure I'm not being crazy and reckless anymore. I can't go in public looking like it, like anyway. You know, it feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. Ooh, child, it definitely feels like a lot. Okay, so let's get your tarot cards. So here we go. Oh, sorry, they shouldn't be reversed, but they could. Yeah, I put it reversed. My bad. That's my bad. Okay, so yes, we have the Hierophant. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Tower. And we have the King of Pentacles. Yes, I do remember some of these cards. So, okay. Oh, wait, here. Give me 1 second. I want to fix the camera. So give me a second. Okay, yeah. Sorry, y'all. I just wanted y'all to see. Oh, not me dropping stuff. I just wanted y'all to see the whole spread. You know what I mean? But okay. So with the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles, that's traditional, and that's traditional. That is like learning, or maybe you guys were the pile that was like gonna go to school. I said for pile woman, I think that was maybe the message I was missing. So they say, girl, you have to do the whole reading again. Maybe that was the message I was missing. But regardless, you guys have probably gone to school for it, or with a 333 on the clock. You guys could have gone to school for this streaming university. I keep hearing Kai Cenat Streaming University. Someone who watched Kai Cenat Streaming University is going to be on this reading. But whoever went to Kai Cenat Streaming University, you guys are going to go viral. You guys will be successful. Hey, let Kai know I'm here if he needs a tarot reader. it gives me, again, you went to school for this. You put in work. You already put in the effort. This pile, too, gives me you've already put in the effort. You've already learned what you need to learn, and now you're just ready for success. You're ready for your blessings to come in. You're like, I've done the work. I've learned. I've studied. I've trained for this. This is what I want to do. You are very sure in fame. You're really sure in, like, I want to be an influencer. This definitely is the influencer pile. But again, if you're not the influencer, you're managing social media, it could still be for you. Please take what resonates. But it feels a lot of influencers specifically are in this pile, where you came to this reading as an influencer saying, okay, am I going to be successful? Is it going to happen? Or if you're already an influencer, is my success going to continue? Yes. With the Six of Swords in the Tower. Okay, now we're getting into the warnings. It's the Six of Swords is giving me success is that you could have to make a move to LA, Miami, a cultural center, somewhere where, the influencers be, somewhere where social media is popping, somewhere where you can make other connections. There's going to have to be a change up. If you really want to do this fame, which it is going to be famous, you could gain some success first and then move, but there is a move. There is a move. You have to. You're not going to be in wherever you are now, especially if you're in a small town. No, you're going to go to the city. You're going to go to New York. New York, LA, Miami. If you're in the United States, if you're abroad. I live in Spain, so like Barcelona, Madrid. You know what I mean? You're going to be in places where there is a lot of international activity. If you're in Africa, Nigeria, it's like you're going to places where there's a lot of people, there's a lot of activity, there's a lot going on, it's, you have other connections, a lot of other creative people. So the Six of Swords with the Tower gives me a change up, something changing. A second message with that is, again, be careful with the kindness with your angels message. It's like, again, you have to be kind to others. You have a lot of emotional responsibility of other people. People will be listening to you. People are going to be looking up to you. You cannot be reckless. I keep hearing you can't be reckless with that. Don't take too many risks. Again, look before you leap. And this is a warning of, again, when this fame happens, be careful of who you trust. Be careful of your financial planning. Manage your finances. Manage your dealings. Manage your dealings. That's that Queen of Swords and King of Pentacles. And this is a very powerful little thing there. With the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles, that is maturity. That is, you need to be smart. You cannot let other people handle your stuff. You have to be in charge of your stuff. You have to handle your finances, handle your collaborations, handle your legal issues. Again, you can hire someone to do it, but make sure you're reading over those documents. People could be taking advantage of you. Again, you probably are going to get a lot of abundance because you had 3 messages of abundance. So you're going to have a lot of abundance coming from this, a lot of money. So you need to be careful. Like I keep saying, like you need to be careful. Because people are trying, I'm hearing specifically like people are going to try and steal your wealth. People are going to try and trick you out of something. It gives paperwork. It gives, legal stuff that even my spirit's telling me like, girl, you don't even know what it is. So we're just going to say legal stuff. So like it gives me legal stuff that could be coming your way. Okay. Sorry, y'all. But we have the Four of Pentacles because, no reversals today. Ace of Pentacles. Yup. We have Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool. Okay, something new. That's what travel. It gives me traveling again. Girlie, you're definitely traveling. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles is giving me... What is it coming? It's coming over the Hierophant and thing. That talks about like conserving your resources, saving, that financial planning. Yeah, okay, the message here is, again, you've learned about the business because it's coming over the spread where I was talking about like your education, traditional values, slow progress, you're still going. Four Pentacles. I'm also hearing don't be afraid to invest. Definitely, again, financial planning. Like maybe get a financial advisor. I just heard that so loudly. Get a financial advisor like as soon as you start making money. Get a financial advisor. Immediately get a financial advisor, please. Because Ace of Pentacles, that's another opportunity. And it's coming over that Six of Swords in the Tower. More opportunities are coming to you once you make the move. Once you take that leap of faith with the Fool, once you take that strategic leap of faith, a lot of money is going to come toward you. A lot of opportunities, specifically opportunities, but money. Like specifically opportunities, money, collaborations, things financial. You have to take that leap of faith. You gotta go. Look before you leap. I just heard that. Look before you leap. Don't just choose a city randomly. Don't go to LA randomly, especially if you're not called to LA. Maybe it's New York you're supposed to go to. Don't randomly go to I tried Atlanta, Houston. Don't randomly go to Atlanta or Houston. Look into it. Maybe that's not your city. Maybe it's a great city for, your business, but it's not your city. You know what I mean? So definitely you need to take a leap of faith, but just look. Just not a risk. It's something you planned. I'm hearing it's just something you plan first. You still should take the leap, but you need to plan it out. Don't just do it without any backup, without any backup. And you can take your time with it. This doesn't give me you have to immediately go. It gives me like, wait till you go viral. Wait till the fame comes in. If you're already famous, then maybe you're in the position where you are supposed to be taking that leap. And it's just this is more of a warning. Like, okay, like just make sure you plan it first. Use your intelligence. Watch your documents. King of Pentacles. Be mature. Be responsible. But if you're not in the point where you already kind of have some success, you already have a platform, if you're in the place where you haven't yet reached that, once you get that success, some type of viral success, you start making money, get your financial advisor, ask them about the move, plan the move, and then go. And then even more opportunities will come in. Okay. So let's get your next ones. Two of Pentacles, that's juggling. Yes, juggling a lot of different things. And the Empress, so pretty, so pretty. Okay. Ooh, child. Oh my gosh. Sorry, channeling is a lot. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles with the Empress. So yes, that's like creativity. It's a birth of a new cycle. There is so much about newness here. So you really need to tap into, I guess, your creativity. I think your creativity will help you, but I don't really think that's the message with the Empress. The Empress is more getting a new beginning, a birth of something new. Femininity, receptivity, receiving help as well. I just heard receiving help from others, especially because this is a lot. Like, it feels like that's why I got so stressed with that 10 of Wands. It's not 10 of Wands, but I feel a 10 of Wands energy. But this 2 of Pentacles, I think, is confirming the energy of like, you're going to be successful, but it's going to be a lot, girl or boy. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of work. Because again, once things are coming in, you're not going to want to stop the momentum. You're not, and you may get burnt out, but it's giving you, girl, you still going to have to go. You still going to have to do it. It doesn't matter if you're burnt out. I just heard it doesn't matter if you're burnt out. You will still have to pull from your reserve and keep going. Especially because if this feels something like you really always wanted, like this is something you've dreamed of, this is something you've always wanted, this is something that like you've been praying for, and now it's finally here, so you cannot go back on it. And again, that's why I'm like, the message is like, also be kind to yourself with that kindness, but specifically others. Do not get on internet drama, because it definitely gets cancellation energy. Like, that's that Tower as well. Do not get into internet drama. Don't get canceled. I showed James Charles in my head. I think I saw him last time too. Don't get canceled. Like, do not get canceled, please. Be kind to people. Do not be talking ish on people on the internet. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth it. That's also the Empress too, protecting your peace. Period. So yeah, then the Empress literally says, you may be receiving money or a job from unexpected sources, creating even more abundance in your life. But since this card is about receptivity, be careful not to push. You will need to be patient. Okay. So yeah, that also, did I say that before, like the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords? Again, you could be receiving help. I'm not sure if I said that for you guys, but you definitely could be receiving help. Again, that's receptivity. So being patient. That's why I was like, it definitely gives virality. So again, if it didn't happen immediately, it could just randomly happen. You can't, like, you can plan for it all you want to, but it's just going to happen when it happens. And just to keep going. Yeah, that gives me, again, like, being patient. You will receive help. You will receive advice. Again, financial plan. I am a financial planner. Get someone to help you. But be patient. It's coming. You're fine. And again, new opportunities, the Ace of Pentacles. That is opportunities. And opportunities with money. Okay, let's get your last card and bottom deck. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I didn't make it this far. I didn't make it past the first 6 cards last time. But anyways, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. That is your job. So that is hard work. And yeah, oh, 6 of Pentacles. Yes, that is that receiving help. Okay, so you definitely will receive some financial help, receive advice about like your career, and then, the Eight of Pentacles is work. So, yes, will your social media grow, especially if it's your job and not just like a passion? Yes, especially if you want to make it your job. Especially if you want to make this your job, you want to make this your career, you want to be an influencer, you want to be a YouTuber, TikToker, Instagram girl, just a brand deal person. You know, is this what you want your career to be? Yes, it will happen. It's just going to happen. It's going to be a lot of work. The Eight of Pentacles is telling me it's going to be a lot of work. You're going to do it. It'll be fine. You're going to be juggling a lot, but it'll be okay. You're going to be juggling a lot, but it will be okay. And your angels gave the message of abundance, but it specifically talked about, what did it say? Yeah, like how it says what you do to yourself, in other words, is a shadow aspect of yourself that you haven't yet applied. And yeah, that's why I'm like, especially if someone triggers you, I'm hearing this is more messages channeling wise, especially if someone's like triggering you. Look at them as a reflection of you. They're a reflection of yourself. That's something you haven't healed. And then when you do it like that, you'll know how to respond. I'm hearing you'll know how to respond if you kind of look at it like that. And again, with the wisdom, again, this is like knowledge, experience with knowledge requires wisdom. So again, I think you already have the knowledge. You're learning experience. You're gaining experience, and you're going to gain a lot of wisdom from this. And this is why you will be successful, because you have the knowledge. You're in the process of gaining experience, or you've already have some experience. And through both of those things together, it creates wisdom. And you're going to have a lot of wisdom in the field of social media. So again, especially this could still be applying to the marketing managers, the people who are in charge of other people's social medias. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? All right, girl, you're fine. Okay. Collective how-tos. I do hope this resonated. Please, 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 reminder to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. It really helps the channel, helps me. And yes, and I'm so sorry for your reading that it took so long. It's supposed to be up on Saturday, and I'm pretty sure I'm putting this out on Wednesday, like the next Wednesday. So it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. But yes, have a blessed and beautiful high vibrational day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. All right, see you. Hello, collective. Pile number 3s. If you pick this amethyst cluster, this is your reading for. Will your social media pop off? Is it going to be successful? Virality? I don't really exactly know what I'm going to title this video, but it's going to be successful. Alrighty, and remember, this reading is intended for, again, your influencers, people in charge of social media. So you could be a business, like running a business's social media, marketing managers, whatever. Just will your social media, whatever your specific social media is, or social medias is, will it be successful? Will it pop off? Will you go viral? All that kind of energy. Alrighty, collective pile 3s. Let's get started. Just a reminder to please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps the channel, helps it grow. Again, my website should be on the screen and all that good jazz. If you want a personal reading. Okay, so pile number 3s is so funny. You guys had not 1, not 2, but 3 messages. And again, I didn't get to your pile the last time. If you didn't hear, this is my second time filming this reading. So I never actually got to pile number 3, so I have no clue what's about to come out. So here, I was like, where is my iPad? Because as you know, I'm in Spain. Everything's in Spanish, so I needed to translate the stuff beforehand because I'm still learning Spanish. Okay, so yes, you have 3 advice cards. So I'm going to lay them out. I would hold them up, but that's a lot. Like, that's a lot, y'all. Or here, again, because I don't even know if y'all know Spanish. So yeah, I'm going to just sit them here. Yes. Okay, so let's read them because you had 3 different messages. Okay, your first one is Athena, goddess of fertility. You ripen with the possibilities with which life imbues you. Enjoy the sacred place of rest between inspiration and revelation. Gestate with the safety and warmth of the womb that unites the muddiness shores of earth with the most golden realms of heaven, knowing that the entire universe protects the culmination of your soul's creation. Okay. So that's about creation. Next one was Mayat, goddess of justice. When chaos intervenes, you must step back far enough to see the cosmic harmony and the unfolding of a higher order. Relinquish your interest in the drama, and it will lose its interest in you. You don't have to lower your vibration to teach someone a lesson. Keep your aura high, become a light feather, and the scales of fate will tip in your favor. And your last one is Athena, goddess of wisdom. Did we have two Athenas? Oh, I said this wrong one. Okay, so this is Athena. This is Angea. Okay, so anyway, goddess of Athena, goddess of wisdom. Stand firm upon Mount Olympus of your strength as you remember that success is your birthright, period. You have the fortitude, stamina, and strategy to go toe-to-toe with the best. No one can intimidate you. Claim your space with majesty and grace and make sure your voice is heard. Okay, with all of those three messages together. So the first one was more about creativity, enjoy the place between rest. If there's a lot of drama happening, don't lose yourself. And then again, you have with the goddess of wisdom that success is your birthright. Okay, so I'm getting with you guys how social media success has been a little bit of a struggle. I'm getting you've tried. This is the power. I'm like, you've tried social media. You just haven't reached that success yet. You haven't reached the place that you want your media to be in. If you're a brand manager, your brand's not doing so well. You know, the social media is not doing so well. It's not popping off yet. You haven't gone viral yet, and you're down in the dumps. And this is telling you to enjoy the place between like success and rest, to not be overly self-criticism, to not overly criticize yourself. To as well as the candle went out, give me a second. I'm going to put the candle back on. So give me 1 second. My bad, y'all. Okay, so I was saying, I've seen a lot of purple. You guys seem very spiritual. You guys could be tarot readers. You guys could be, mystics, into the healing arts. But if not, that's just for some people. If it doesn't resonate, girl, ignore me. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, you guys seem like you guys have definitely tried social media and it just hasn't worked out. Or if you feel down in the dumps. It gives me, your energy is you're down in the dumps. You feel like success it's not going to happen for you. You're ready to give up. This is the power that I'm feeling like, oh, shoot, I'm ready to give up social media. I'm ready to just start clocking into a 9-to-5 and be like, all right, I guess it just ain't for me. You guys also give me like the affiliate marketing. A lot of TikTokers in this pile where it's like you see so many people being successful and you're like, why hasn't that happened for me? That's that Mayat card. That's that justice. And you're feeling like people who are honestly worse people than you. You're like, why do they get it and I don't? And your messages here is one, success is your birthright. Where's that card? Athena. Yes, that was the top card. Success is your birthright. You will be successful. You have what it takes. No one can take that away from you. But you just have to kind of believe in yourself. And I think we need to get some more messages. So here, let's get into your angel cards. And then we're going into your tarot. So where should I put these? Actually, we'll keep them here. And we'll put... Okay, we'll put your tarot over here, and then we'll do your card. Oh, no, because the card's got to go there. Child. Y'all know me. I like things to be aesthetically pleasing. So as much as it can be, like aesthetically as much as it can be. So you guys have two angel cards. You guys have Ariel and Haniel. So let's read these. Again, they're in Spanish, but if you would like to read them, if you know Spanish, I'll put them up here. There you go. Okay, so it says, Haniel says, force of love that fights between good and evil, compassion, beauty. Haniel reminds us that love is all we need. The first world be love. We feel for nature, for a companion, for friends, for family, and ourselves. Suggest we hear our hearts and appreciate the beauty within us and all things. Okay, I'm going to put these down because my arm's hurting. But, okay, Ariel says, mystery, healing, and energy, and closing doors. Angel of healing powers of earth and air elements. Body ailments. Sorry, y'all, I can't read my handwriting. Body ailments, those associated with the elements, related to the arts and science, animals, and pets. So yeah, that's where I was getting the spiritual energy from. Maybe that's where I was getting it from. Again, you guys could be like very spiritual, and this is telling you to work with love. You need to calm down. You guys feel stressed about your social media. Like, the people who picked this pile is like definitely stressed. They're like, oh my God, like it won't work out, but like I really, really wanted to. This is just saying, like, do not stress yourself out. Don't become too anxious. Don't become too attached. It gives me, like, again, I do this too. So it's all YouTubers. It's all everybody. Like, I like hyperly focus on analytics, hyperly focused on the trends, hyperly focused. It's like both, funny enough, all three piles gives me, you guys have definitely really studied social media, but pile 3, you guys literally too much. Y'all need to calm down. Pile 3, y'all giving me, you guys have too much invested in social media, and you need to refocus your energy back to love, back to healing, and maybe working with the angels to help you with this healing, like body ailments. It gives me like you literally stress yourself out, like either burnt yourself out, stressed yourself out because you just really wanted to work and it hasn't worked out yet. And doesn't mean that it won't. You know, we're gonna get into the tarot. It's because again, I think it will with the success. What did it say? Ooh, not me. As I'm on a TikTok, funny because I screenshot thing. As I'm on like a TikTok girly video, but it says for Athena, stand firm on your Mount Olympus, as strength reminds you success is your birthright. You have the stamina, you have the fortitude, you have the strategy to go toe to toe. No one can intimidate you. Claim your space with majesty and make sure your voice is heard. Your voice will be heard, but it comes from you gaining confidence. With the amethyst being your crystal you chose, that's more learning to meditate. It's at peace. People fall asleep with amethyst. I used to sleep with amethyst under my pillow, and I may start again. I get a lot of purple, because this is like even a deep purple, if you can see. This is a deep purple, this is the light purple, and then I'm just looking at your thing is purple. That's like and purple is the crown chakra. So you guys definitely need to chill. Your message first is chill. Like, please, 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 chill, you know? And with the 55 on the clock. All right. So I'm crying. I'm such a good tarot reader because I did not know what this card was. So yes, you're the only pile where I did not look at the cards yet. So that's funny. But anyways, we have the 4 of Swords, and that's rest and rejuvenate, girl. Oh, today, damn it. It's fine. We have the Empress. Let me look at these cards before I put them out. So anyway, so we have 4 of Swords, the Empress, the Moon, hidden things. The Sun. So yes, will your social media become successful? Yes, but only when you take a break. Okay, we're going to keep going to the cards though. Lovers, that's beautiful. And you have, oh my God, you have 5 major condoms in a row. Sorry, 4. You have 4 major condoms in a row, and we have 9 of Wands. Okay, your message is very clear, pile 3. Your message is just clear. Okay, so will your social media be successful? Yes, but, yes, but, girl, you need to take a break. Like, I'm telling you right now. You know how I took a break? Again, if you've been, maybe you guys have been subscribed to my channel since the very, very beginning, since like December of last year. Like, you guys have actually been subscribed. And you guys have probably seen how many breaks I've taken. Long breaks in between. Months and months at a time. You guys kind of give a similar energy. You may need to take a break from social media. Like, at least working on it. Maybe not watching. Like, definitely keep up with the trends. Keep up with what's going on. You know, you can stay with that sense. But posting. You may, pile number 3s, you may just need to take a break. With that 4 of Swords and then the Sun. The Sun's giving me yes. The question we asked the tarot was, is your social media going to pop off? Will it be successful? Will you go viral? Yes. But it's coming under the 4 of Swords, which gives me, you have to rest right now. You cannot overly work yourself. You cannot push. There needs to be more love. You need to be reminded of what love is in your life, what good things, what positive things, what already the wins you have, regardless of your social media success. The Empress with the Lovers, again, that's so beautiful in terms of a career reading, a social media reading, because that gives me like your creativity. You need to also start to love yourself more. The Lovers talks about decisions. You also have to decide, is this what you really want? For some of you guys, I'm getting, after you take this rest period, you may not want to go back. But for others, you definitely will. I'm hearing. But others, you definitely will want to go back. But for some people, you may decide, with the Lovers, it gives me decision. You may decide that maybe your creativity, your creative outlets are better placed elsewhere. That's the best word to say it. That's the best way to say it. Your creative outlets is maybe not social media. You may decide, like, maybe this isn't for me. You know, maybe I'm not meant to be an influencer. Maybe I'm not meant to work in marketing. Maybe there's something else. And that's that moon as well. That moon with that 9 of Wands. Because the moon is like hidden feelings, hidden agendas. Maybe you went to school for social media. You went to school for marketing. You've always wanted to be an influencer. And you invested a lot of time. But what's hidden beneath the surface, which would come up if you took a break, what's something that's hidden beneath the surface is like, 9 of Wands, this is a lot of work. As a person who does social media, this is a lot of work. And maybe you're just realizing, like, I don't know if this is best. Like, all this effort I'm putting in is best for me, best for my overall well-being, you know? But for some of you guys, maybe you just need the break to realize this is what you truly want. That's what happened to me. I think taking that couple months break, taking that, like, only posting one video a month. I was literally posting one video a month. Or two, like 1 or 2 videos a month. And just taking that break made me realize, I'm like, no, I do want to do this. Like, no, like I do really miss it. Like, you know, I do really miss my subscribers. I do really miss helping people. I do really miss reading tarot. And it's like, you know, being more connected to myself. Like, I really miss it. And you could also go that direction too. So there's 2 directions you're going to go. But the main message for you guys, Pile 3, is you have to take a break. Because you guys give me obsessively posting, obsessively looking at analytics, obsessively going. And so, like, and you can't do that all the time. So yeah. So that's definitely, that's that. Like, that's that. Like, and like, will you become successful with this sun? Like, this is a for sure, yes. Like, you definitely will, but it's just going to come after a break regardless. Because again, for some of you guys, after the break, you may realize you don't want to do social media. I'm hearing it, and I can't lie to y'all. For some of y'all really may realize, like, oh shoot, I actually don't want to do social media. I don't think I want to be an influencer. I don't think I want to do that. And some of you guys are going to be completely opposite and be like, okay, I'm sure of this is what I want to do. 9 of Wands, I'm now ready to put in the work. But you're going to have some hidden things that you've been lying to. You've been lying to yourself about something, and it's going to come up. You know what I mean? You've been lying to yourself about something about your social media, something about your platform, something about your creative outlets, and you're going to make a decision of, okay, look, it's time to be honest. It's time to confront my fears. What is not working, and how do I fix it? It's, you know, you're going to really tap into that. You're just going to really tap in to that. Okay. So let's get into more cards so I can get some more information. The Fool, trying something new. Yeah, I was just saying that. Trying something new. Page of Cups, and 4 of Cups. What's it called? The Boredom. So yeah, this is kind of the same message, but here, let's go through each card. So we have the Fool over the Foresters and the Sun. Yes, that gives me didn't mean to do that, but it gives me a rejuvenation of energy. You know, definitely gives me you're going to feel more youthful after this break. For sure, you're going to have to take some months. Like, it's not just 1 month. It gives me a few months. You can still post occasionally. Again, how I was saying, like, I still posted like 1 or 2 videos a month. That's fine. You know, doing it occasionally, checking in with your people, doing that kind of thing is fine. But you need to, like, rejuvenate your energy. You need to rejuvenate with that Fool. There needs to be I'm hearing a rejuvenation. You need to just come back to yourself. And the Sun's in a meditation pose. You need to meditate. You need to go to the beach. You need to heal. You need to relax. Your main word for today is, if you want your social media to be successful, you need to relax. Like, you need to relax. Please relax, girl. Relax. It will be okay. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is giving me, again, you're going to get an offer. You're going to get some help. And I think the Page of Cups talks about, like, being a novice, being a beginner. You may think you're more experienced than you actually are. Or you may need to kind of go back and study a little bit more. But here, let me get the Page of Cups. I'm feeling the need to read it again, because the Page of Cups came out for one of the other piles. Yes, it's an exciting new opportunity is on the horizon, but take it slow. Yes. Put yourself out there in a way that feels emotionally satisfying. Your finances are improving, and you're becoming more confident at work. Even if you feel like a novice, relish in the moments that make you feel like a beginner, enjoying the incredible lightness that comes with it. Lightness, yes. You may have also percentage yourself. I'm hearing over-promising. I'm hearing over extending yourself. You need to just, like, enjoy the fact that, you don't know everything. I just heard, enjoy the fact that you're not successful yet. Because again, what I was telling Pau twos was basically like, look, fame, virality, whatever, it's a lot of work to maintain your business, to maintain your spiritual practice. I was getting a lot of spiritual workers here. Again, as a tarot reader on the internet, you have to do a lot of spiritual work behind the scenes. And I personally underestimated how much it would take on my body with the aerial card. Like how much of a mental toll, a physical toll. Girl, I don't know if you saw one of my readings. I was getting dreams of people's grandmothers and my dreams coming to yell at me. And I was like, like, I just did a tarot reading on the internet. Like, why is it that connected? You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't ready for that type of stuff. And it really caused me to have to take a break. And then eventually, once I finally felt ready, I came back. And that Four of Cups is giving me over the moon and the Nine of Wands, because Four of Cups talks about boredom and like disappointment, not looking at what's right in front of you. And that's also the kind of the same message of being happy, being, what's it called? Because I think Haniel was saying that. Yeah, it reminds us that love is all we need. The first type of love we feel is for nature, for a companion, for friends, for family, ourselves. And it suggests we hear our hearts and appreciate beauty within us and all things. You need to like start to like look at the rose, smell the roses. I literally just got the image of like this rose garden I went to with my friends. Yeah, my friend's Puerto Rican. This is actually her deck that she left here in Spain. But yeah, so maybe you're Puerto Rican. What's it called? It definitely gives me that, you need to start to see more happiness. Appreciate your work. It should not feel like, I heard your work shouldn't feel like work. So if social media is feeling like a job, is feeling like work, you're off track. I just heard you are off track. You are not, this is not supposed to be a job. And I think, yeah, I completely like lost that message. So it got me back on track. The message of spiritual practice, especially if you're working in the spiritual field. Again, if you're not, just take the message, just forget the spiritual part. But especially if you are working in the spiritual field, this is a commitment to spirit. This is a commitment to yourself. This is not a job. This is something that is a higher calling. I do this as a higher calling, and something that I needed to face, something that my shadow, my moon, I needed to face was that, like, this isn't a side hustle. This is not a job. This is a commitment to my spiritual practice. Especially because I'm transferring religions from Christianity to African traditional spirituality, specific in Haitian voodoo. I'm transferring my own spiritual practices. I can't look at like tarot, reading for people, doing different spiritual working. Eventually, I know in my future I'm going to be working with herbs and essential oils and like selling them and products and things like that. But yes, it's a way to make money. Yes, it's a way to be a job, but you can't look at it like that. You cannot look at it like that. You can't get bored with it, because if you look at it as like a job, no one likes a job. You know what I mean? No one likes a job. No one likes a job. You need to look at it as like, this is my higher calling. This is something that makes me emotionally fulfilled. So you don't get bored when the work becomes too hard. When the work with this Nine of Wands, when the work becomes too much, you can't get upset. You have to realize, you have to make the decision that, okay, like, this is something I'm committing to. Again, it doesn't have to be spiritual work, but it has to be like, okay, I'm doing this social media thing. I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting my energy out there. I'm putting my words. Again, you're meant to be heard. So you guys could just be like a yapper on the internet, a talker. I'm meant to be heard. You have to be sure of this path before you take it, because fame is not all it's cracked up to be. Virality, social media work is not all it's cracked up to be. It may seem like easy money, and it's something to be so grateful for, but it's a lot of work. So I think the shadow aspect you're going to be exploring, I guess an aspect of it, is the fact that, like, okay, like, is this my path? Is this what I'm truly meant to be doing? And do I truly even want to do it? Okay, so let's get into some more cards. Queen of Pentacles. So yes, that's more of a message of you will become successful, which I got that before. Seven of Swords. Deception. Okay. Let's see. It's fine. Okay, so yes, the Queen of Pentacles coming out, regardless if you're a man or woman, is telling me that, again, you will make money from this. You will be successful after your break. I keep hearing after your break, you will be successful. Girl, calm down. It's okay. Like, it's okay. with that Seven of Swords, though, that's that deception. That's the energy of, I kept saying the same message of, like, it's not, like, you don't want to think that, don't come at this thing and, like, it's just for money. Because if you do that, you're just lying to yourself. It's coming kind of on this side of the spread, and, like, over the Empress. That's, like, that creativity, Page of Cups, new opportunities, but taking it slow. The Seven of Swords, don't be too scared. But the Seven of Swords is giving me, then again, it's like, it's really it's a lot about self. So it's like self-deception. Do not deceive yourself into thinking that, like, okay, like, I'm just going to go viral. I'm going to get these brand deals. I'll make money. Then everything in my life will be fixed. Absolutely not. You're going to get burnt out, and you're going to realize you don't even want to do it. I'm telling you right now, you're going to probably realize you don't even want to do it. For the other people, don't self-deceive yourself that, like, again, the people who know this is what you want to do, you know this is your path, you know this is what you're meant to do in life, your social media is, you know, your thing, you will gain that success. You will gain that success. But the self-deception for you guys is, don't deceive yourself into thinking that it's not going to require you to still put in as much effort as you put in at the beginning. It is continuous dedication to yourself and to your platforms, and dedication to the people out there. I'm getting for the people who are watching this reading right now, and, like, this resonates, and you feel like you are on the side of, like, okay, I'm going to take this break, and then after I'm going to get back into it, I'm going to become successful. I feel like you're going to watch pile 2. 100%. You're going to come back after your couple months break. You're going to go unpack these piles, and you're going to be drawn more to pile 2. And you're going to understand why I was saying these messages. You're going to understand why I was saying, okay, maybe you need a break first. Maybe you need to chill out. And then you're going to start to gain some success. And you're going to go to pile 2. And then you're going to understand more of the messages there. I'm not going to go into pile 2 because that's not your reading. But you're going to understand why there's a need for a break. There's a need for reevaluation. There's a need to see. Because, again, even if you become successful, Queen of Pentacles, even if you get the money, you get the success, you're in tune with your own self. You're in tune with what you're doing, your platform, and your platform is becoming more stable, like long-term success. You're going to realize how much work you still need to put in. It's a Pentacles card. You know, you're going to realize that, like, you need to ground things. Creativity here. The Empress was here. So it's definitely birth of something new, but you have to decide that is what's truly for you. Let's get your last card in the bottom deck. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, that's like weighing different options. I think Two of Pentacles was in pile 2 as well. In the bottom deck, we have Page of Wands. So, yeah, it's that passion energy. That's, like, again, like, feeling a new drive for the work you're doing. The Two of Pentacles is giving me, again, like, that's the juggling. Like, juggling your life with your new practice, with your social media. So, again, the message here is, mainly, it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work eventually, especially for the people of you who go on that break and realize, okay, this is for me. This is my path. I'm meant to be an influencer. I'm meant to run this business's social media. I'm meant to be in marketing, you know, social media. This is my path, especially for you guys. You're going to kind of, it's going to be a lot to juggle. And there's such a calling here is, like, just to take a break. But you will get over this Page of Wands in the beginning. Is like, you're going to get a new revival of passion. You're going to feel more driven for social media afterwards. So, like, that's that Page of Wands, and you're going to feel more youthful. You're going to actually have a better appreciation with that Page of Cups. You're going to have a better appreciation of your beginning stages. Yeah. Hearing, girl, wrap it up. I heard wrap it up. Okay, so to wrap it up, it's giving will you be successful? Yes, but not right away. Not right away at all. Especially because you need to take a break. You need to rest. You need to rejuvenate. You need to re-strategize. I just heard re-strategize. Tap back into your creativity. For pile 3 specifically, some of you guys are going to go on this break and realize you don't want to do social media. Some of you guys are going to go on this break and realize, okay, no, this 100% is my path. I do want to do social media. And once you do tap back in, you're going to have to learn how to manage. I heard you're going to have to learn how to manage your life before you become that big successful girly. Before you become that big successful girly, you're going to have to realize how to manage your life. How to manage, like, your day job with building social media, because this gives me that, again, it's not going to be instant virality. For some, maybe. I heard for some, maybe after your break. For some, it could be instant virality. For others, it won't. But you're going to have to, regardless if it is or not, you're going to have to learn how to manage your day job with social media. You're going to have to learn how to manage sorry, I just heard someone talking outside. But you're going to have to learn how to manage yeah, like your romance. I just heard your romantic life with your new success, you know, and you're going to also have to like really love yourself, really take care of yourself. Do not burn yourself out, because your 3 messages, you're the only one that got 3 of these cards. Funny enough, pile 1 got none, pile 2 got 1, and you got 3. So there's a lot of messages for you there. So maybe you can go back and listen to what I read, even though my reading's terrible, but you can go listen to what I read. Okay. Whew. And also a lot of purple. So maybe you get some amethyst. A lot of purple was in your reading. So I'm just getting that as well. Okay. But yes, collective pile 3s, if this resonated, please, please, please like the video, comment and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Have a blessed and beautiful high vibrational day. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.